Journey to the West. You know the story, right? A monk, a pig, a sand monster, and of course the legendary Monkey King on this epic quest for sacred scriptures. Or at least that's the story we think we know. But what if I told you that the whole thing, the demons, the magic, the quest itself, was actually an elaborate map for a journey into the human mind? We're going to focus on the very start of his quest, which is where the author hid all the best clues. So let's crack the code and discover the real journey, hidden inside one of the greatest stories ever told. So, you know how it starts. On the mountain of flowers and fruit, a stone egg hatches, and out pops a monkey. He's unbelievably powerful. He becomes the handsome Monkey King. I mean, he seems to have it all. This is the story we see on the surface, your classic fantasy origin story. But this isn't just a tale about a magical animal. See, the author hid the real story right there in plain sight. Our hero isn't what he seems. Because this monkey, he's not just a monkey. And his journey is definitely not just some physical trek across Asia. The real question, the one that unlocks absolutely everything, is this. Where was the journey really to? The answer is going to change how you see the story forever. Okay, to get this, we have to talk about an ancient concept, Tum Vien I Ma. It literally translates to the monkey mind, the horse will. Now, for centuries, spiritual seekers have used this exact image to describe what's going on inside our own heads. The monkey is our mind, constantly jumping from one thought to the next, totally restless, chaotic, and almost impossible to tame. Sound familiar? There's this old saying that just nails it. The monkey mind is unsettled, the horse will is hard to chase, right? Our thoughts just leap all over the place, and our intentions, our will, they just gallop away before we can even get a grip. So here's the key. The Monkey King is the human mind in all its wild, untamed glory. And this is where the genius of the author just shines. Think about it. What was the Monkey King's very first job up in the celestial kingdom? He was the keeper of the heavenly horses. He, the monkey mind, was given the job of taming the horsewell. It's this perfect symbolic first step on the path to enlightenment. You have to learn to get control over your own chaotic inner world. Well, that job doesn't last long. His ego, which is totally out of control, causes all kinds of trouble, and he gets seriously humbled. It's only after all that mess that he realizes power isn't enough. He needs wisdom. And so he sets off on a brand new quest, not for glory this time, but to find a master who can teach him the Tao, the true path. And this is where the story really splits into two different paths. On the surface, yeah, it's a physical journey, but symbolically, it's all a journey inward. He's not just looking for some guru on a distant mountain, he's on a quest to find the master that's already inside himself. The path to the West is really the path to the heart. Now, the author uses language like a secret code. The Monkey King is told his master is on a mountain called Lin Dai Fung Tuan. He thinks it's a real place on a map, but in Taoist internal alchemy, Lin Dai is just another word for the mind, and Fung Tuan is a name for a key energy center in your body used in meditation. The destination was never out there somewhere. It was inside him the whole time. And the code just gets deeper. So he gets to this mountain and finds the master's home, the Tangwea Tam Ting Cave. And this name isn't just some poetic flair. It's a riddle. It's a visual puzzle that holds the key to his entire journey. Let's solve it. First, let's break the name down into its parts. Tangyue means a crescent moon or a slanting moon, and Tanting just means 3 stars. Okay, so we've got a crescent moon and 3 little stars. What on earth could that mean? And here it is. This is the moment where everything just clicks into place. When you take the shape of a crescent moon and you add 3 little dots or stars to it, you literally form the Chinese character thumb. And what does thumb mean? It means mind, and it also means heart. The secret cave he was searching for this whole time, the home of ultimate wisdom, was his own mind. So what about the master himself? Well, his name is Bodhi, which is just the Vietnamese word for Bodhi. And Bodhi is the Sanskrit word for awakening. The same perfect wisdom the Buddha reached under the Bodhi tree. The master isn't some other guy. The master is the potential for enlightened wisdom that already exists inside your own mind. But wait, it goes even deeper. So the master, this inner wisdom, gives our monkey a brand new name, a spiritual identity. And just like the cave, this name is another brilliant puzzle that shows him the way. So his new surname is Dom,
And if you break this character apart, it's made of two pieces, the, which means child, and he, which means infant or something really small. A child and an infant. Why would that be his new identity?
It's because it points straight to this core Taoist idea called Shikta Chitam, which means the heart of a newborn child. The thinking is to find true wisdom, you have to strip away all the layers of ego and experience and cynicism and get back to a state of pure, original innocence, the mind of a baby.
So when you put it all together, his full spiritual name isn't just a name. It's basically a three-step guide to enlightenment. First, his surname, Thon. That's his reminder to cultivate that childlike heart. Then, his given name, Wukong, which means awaken to emptiness. And finally, his title, Hengza, which means the practitioner, someone who is actively walking the path of meditation. See? It's all right there, hidden in plain sight, in the names, the places, the characters. This whole epic adventure isn't just some story to entertain us. It is a detailed, symbolic guide, a map for the internal journey of taming that monkey mind and cultivating your spirit. All right, let's do a quick recap of the code we've cracked here. The monkey, that's our restless mind. The quest to the west, that's the path of inner reflection. The master isn't some guy out there somewhere. He's our own potential for wisdom. And the secret to the whole journey is getting back to that pure, childlike heart. At the very end of this first part of his inner journey, there's this beautiful poem that just perfectly captures the feeling of this solitary path. It goes, "One bowl of rice from 1,000 homes. A lonely body travels 10,000 miles. So few are those with clear green eyes. I ask the white clouds for the way." So the real meaning couldn't be clearer. The greatest adventure any of us can ever take isn't across oceans or continents. It's the one that leads inward. The story just gives us the map. The only question left is, are you ready to ask the white clouds for the way?